And fans, it is your CEO Ian again with the week 2 of season 3. We got a crazy week this week. As always, I got my guest commentators, Zach.
You and co-CEO, make sure you respect the name. Put some respect on it.
Mm, and oof, that was rough. And we got Jay as always.
Aye,
The cleaner, you already know, man. Love this. Love the stream. Love the stream.
Likes to clean up house. So we had a crazy week this week. There was like a lot of really great matches, some not so great, some super great. So it's going to be a really interesting week. And also, we're going to be giving away Wish Chansey all stream long. So while you're watching, comment that that you dropped a Ratata on GTS asking for a Chansey like no higher than level 5. You'll get your Gen 3 Wish Chansey. Let us know in the chat and we can hook that up for you. So that's what's going on today.
all right.
How do you guys feel about this week?
Honestly, these matches are pretty tight. I mean, we saw a lot of like a lot of unexpected victories. You know, all
Yeah.
around. Not just like one person. Like a lot of like really good upsets. I feel like this was a really strong week.
Yeah, this is a week, and I'll even go so far as to say, sorry, Jay, I heard you about to say something,
No,
but
it's fine. You're good.
maybe one of the best weeks of all league history.
Well, the
I would
best
agree
week
on
of
that.
all.
What?
I agree with that. I just feel
Yeah.
like this week in general, as Zach said, there were a lot of upsets, and some victories were a bit more lopsided than others. And just in those particular games, like people don't realize how much sometimes misplays really affect you. And even though like you think you really might, you think one misplay and you still think you could, have a chance, but a lot of these matches show one misplay could actually turn the game around in general. And as the viewers are about to see, like there were a decent amount of errors on a lot of players' parts, which is good that they experienced this so early within the season. So now that going forward, they won't make those exact same mistakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's a big thing because like this week, oh, somebody's asking for a ho. Well, guess what? I'm gonna give you one just because I happen to have one. But no, like basically, it's something to get out of the way early. There was a couple misplays, especially on really strong players, that ended up costing them wins this week, maybe. So like, just pay attention to that, and we'll talk about that this week. So we got some really cool matches though.
Definitely.
I don't think we should really stall out that much more, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up the replays list. I just shipped out a shiny Ho-Oh. You guys can get that one if you want to. We still have some of those left, but I'm kind of hoping that you want these Wish Chances since I advertised for them. Anyway, we got Wish Chances all stream long. In between matches, I'll show you guys me distributing them. You let me know you put a Rattata onto GTS, and I will send you your Pokemon off. So the first match we got today is Reese versus Josh.
Mhm.
Any particular feelings on this matchup? Like how, like team wise, just team wise, not necessarily what happened that you know about, but like team wise, how do you feel the matchup is?
Well, I can see by looking at it, this is definitely screaming like trick room ish mirror match. So that's already saying something.
Hmm.
We got a lot of really good support mons on both sides. Both sides have some great support. Um, I guess if we want to get right into it, talk about the mons themselves. I can talk about Aris. Um, we see that he who shall not be named um, uh, get with that great redirection support.
Uh, yes, Toga Kiss. For those of you that don't know, unfortunately, it's a little taboo.
little bit, little bit. One of the commentators is still a little salty about it, but who cares? We got camera ups right here. Tyranitar both able to go mega, but one of them necessarily doesn't have to. Either one of them really don't have to, actually. I used to play camera up way back in the day in Gen 5. It's pretty cool. We got Mimikyu, Parasect. Both of them have really great support moves in general. And like either can go, Mimikyu can either sweep or can support the team, which makes it really good. And then Parasect can put stuff to sleep. And yeah, redirect stuff in general. And then we got this Ursa Ring right here. You know, incredibly strong attacker, and especially once he gets off his guts boost, his facade, and all that kind of stuff. So.
Dude, I believe it's facade, but either way, that's one of Arisa's favorite Pokemon. I just happen to know that for a fact. He loves Ursa Ring.
Yeah, Ursa Ring, man. When that thing goes off, man, that thing packs a wallop.
Yeah, man, I think it's a total beast.
Yep,
Well,
absolutely.
You want to handle Josh's team? No, Jay? Sorry about that.
Yeah, bro, I got you. Well, just the matchup in general, I do think, just from the initial previews, I do think Josh has the advantage. Only thing that really worries me in regards to this matchup is just that Tyrantrum, I feel like, for Josh, could play a big part, but Reese also has 2 fairies in the team. And you know, Tyrantrum's decent bulk, but if that Togekiss gets a Dazzling Gleam off, he might be in trouble. I like Salazzle in this matchup because Togekiss, you know, its main focus is just get the damage away from its ally and more towards it. So, you know, just a quick Sludge Wave or a Sludge Bomb, I feel like definitely could do quick work, even though Togekiss is extremely bulky. Maybe a two-hit KO. The Venomoth is good just for, you know, sleep powder support. Also because Arista is packing 2 fairy types. And Venomoth is a decent Pokemon.
I was actually,
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine. So you go.
I actually just realized that recently the Venomoth has Rage Powder, so
Yeah,
you can
really?
also redirect stuff.
He does have Rage Powder, yeah.
Let's see.
So I was surprised.
It's definitely another option for Josh to use in this match. The Aggron, which I'm gonna assume is his Mega. Again, you have the option to not Mega Evolve. But I think, you know, with Filter, it could take definitely a lot of hits from Arisa's team. It has type advantage over many of them. And I don't really see anything on Arisa's team that could handle the Aggron just straight out the gate if Josh was to go that round. Comfey I like as a support Pokemon, you know. It also could heal its teammates, which is something I find extremely key. And then lastly is, I forgot its name.
Serena.
What's that called? Serena. I always get it confused if it's pre.
It's like Zarina, like Zarina.
Yeah. But you know, Queen's Majesty is with the intention of shutting down Arisa's priority. Again, just team previews, I do think Josh has, you know, the advantage, just, you know, type wise and, you know, just bulk wise. I always like more bulky Pokemon. So I feel like Josh definitely has a more defensive core and I feel like Arisa does have more of an offensive core.
Well,
I will.
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, from a subjective point of view, you look at the teams in general. I can see Camera Up's definitely. I haven't watched this match yet, actually, but I can definitely see already that Camera Up's gonna put a lot of pressure on this team
Yeah.
because both of his stabs hit all of his team for heck of damage. I mean, I think Comfey is the only one that doesn't have a direct type disadvantage versus Camera Up. So Camera Up was def the right call on Arisa's part, regardless.
For sure.
I agree.
So, I mean, let's just kick this one off. You guys ready?
Yeah, man.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, go. This is a
Hey,
good
Josh,
match
if you were listening, man, Comfey's my baby. You need to give her back to me.
here. You don't deserve her.
I do.
Zach is always trying to plug in trades during the stream. You
I'll-
gotta stop that.
Hey, man.
gotta
You know
stop
what?
that.
I'm a salary man. You know, I gotta do I gotta make business happen. I gotta make these moves. I
Okay,
make
okay.
money moves.
Oh man,
It's a
it's
long
crazy.
intro on this one. Alright. So I messed it up. But it's alright.
We got the Ian special right here with the double protect.
And then he went for fake out and dragon dance.
Ooh. Tyrantrum is a strong, proud rock fossil that don't need no trick room.
Damn right, bro.
Just a reminder to everybody checking out the stream right now, if you want an Event 3 Wish Chansey, you can throw a Ratatat, any Ratatat up on to the GTS, asking for a Chansey no higher than level 5, because that's what they have to be, and I will ship one out to you guys. Just let me know in the comment section, and in between matches we'll be showing you guys do that. So he went for a second boost?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was a very questionable play on Josh's part. I get like, you know.
Well, here's the encore right here.
See, he could have definitely just like mollywop that camera.
Yeah, I'm like he could have killed at least one of the two of Reese's that were still on the
with
field.
one boost, if he had the right investments, he might have been able to fucking take down the camera or at least put enough damage on him, you know.
Rockslide was at least taking life.
And yeah, and especially on that Dr. Flinch or whatever, boom, both of them would have.
But just keep in mind that the same turner Reese did use follow me. So I mean,
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Like I
You
think
never
I
know.
think
I just feel like the dragon that like he still could have gotten some value if he just would have attacked.
Yeah,
like I feel
rock slide.
like
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like he saw the protect go off on both of them. He was like, Encore is gonna do quick work of these guys. So I think that was his logic right there.
Agron doesn't mega evolve.
That's cool. I don't even know what Grimm's is up.
So you guys think this is a different Aggron set, not Mega?
I'd be surprised. The fact that he hit Mega Evolve first turn, especially when the camera up's out, just to like, you know, he's going away from like the whole Mega Aggron filter support, which I
Yeah.
feel like definitely could have helped against the camera up. So maybe he was trying to switch it up this week. But
Well, he doesn't have another mega on this build, does he?
So then he's not playing with a Mega.
yeah, but
Why would you bring Aggron against the Reese knowing he has like all this weakness of you if you didn't have the mega?
I think it was more like he wanted to abuse Sturdy.
Yeah.
Because I have faced against Josh's non-Mega Aggron before,
Mm-hmm.
which he is a fan of.
A heavy slab does absolutely nothing to the Tyranitar.
Yeah, it was just a questionable call, and now just camera up's just free to erupt. I feel like, you know, Aggron was the last major thing that could really like at least try to take it down a bit.
Yeah.
Now Josh is just like stuck in like this little hole. Unfortunately, big hole actually.
Maybe Camera Up was just that one Pokemon where he just really wasn't thinking about how much this was going to affect his match.
I agree.
We've all been there, you know, that sleeper Pokemon that we weren't thinking about.
I don't
Get
know.
some-
I don't know, bro. Like he used Slowbro last week. I would have definitely assumed he was bringing camera up.
Well, given how much Camera Up hurts his types, maybe. But hey, I mean, you know, it's a learning experience.
Zarina's a smart play against
Togekiss.
Togekiss for follow. How does follow me work?
Because it's not an attack, it's a support move.
It's a priority though.
It doesn't matter. It's not an attack. Queenly Majesty only stops priority attacks.
Yeah.
Might have told Josh wrong on that one.
Oh man. But then again, we're already halfway into the match, and like the cam, like, you know, I get that you may not have anything to challenge the thing, but it's just like that's a scary camel, man. It's just like you're just leaving it out on the field to just wreak havoc. And
Well, you know, this kind of follows into like what we were talking about last week. How like you really got to look at your opponent's teams and like see like this Pokemon, if it gets going, it's gonna mess me up. You gotta really evaluate your threat levels, and like honestly, he just didn't really have a plan for camera up like that. I mean, you see, like literally 5 Pokemon on his team have a type disadvantage versus both fire and ground.
I agree. And just to build off what you said, Zach, by no means am I like the best battler in the world, but I feel like a lot of that could be made up for through research and just looking really at your opponent's team, just realizing, okay, this is gonna be my
That was
biggest issue.
actually fast.
And then planning, the match is already over at this point.
Yeah,
But again, just looking, pointing out the biggest threat, and just always having like at least maybe 2 backups to deal with that threat would definitely
exactly. And I mean, like again, it just really comes down to analyzing your threat levels and seeing exactly what's gonna mess you up. I mean, I think some people they got a strategy in their head, they play with that strategy, and that's all they're really like preoccupied with is getting their strategy going off. But you got to think about there's more than just that. You got to think about what's your opponent's strategy. What are they trying to do versus you?
Definitely. And the issue with just having like a set strategy already in place is that just one move that you didn't anticipate just throws off your entire the whole flow, because you thought something was going to happen, then it doesn't happen, and then you're starting to panic because now you feel like you just predicted wrong. And I feel like a lot of matches are decided by some people just panicking when they feel like a play just doesn't go their way, and it kind of affects them for the rest of the battle.
Yeah, I feel
Absolutely.
that. I gotta ask this question while viewers are looking at this. So like, what's up with all these Rattatas named Blizz? Is there like somebody else that's doing giveaways named Blizz or something? Because I've been giving stuff away to his people.
The Blizz.
It's like every Look, there's 4 Rattatas here that are named Blizz.
Maybe it's just like a common name for Rattata. It's like Paul or like Smith. John. Maybe it's just a common nickname for Rattata.
No.
Here, my boy Blizz, man. You got that rat
Cornell,
mustache.
Throw up
That rat stash.
Just going back to the match, I'm pretty sure Josh isn't like rattled over it, and he's definitely the type of guy that
I think he definitely upset about it. But you know what? It's losses like that make you do so much stronger the next couple times. And when he sees a Reese again in playoffs,
let's say
they got
this, and I'm not being a dick about this. We'll say if he sees the Reese again, because you never know.
Well, I mean, you never know.
Not like if he's not gonna make playoffs, but you never know who you're gonna go up against in the first round of playoffs. But if I make playoffs, the first person I'll go up against is definitely Mike, because it's happened every year.
I know whoever I go up.
I'm sorry to interrupt real quick, but nobody's dropping these Rattatas for these Chanseys, man. Ask for a level 5 or lower Chansey and send up a Rattata onto the GTS, and I'll be able to get you your wish Chansey. Alright, you were saying, Zach? I'm sorry.
No, you're good, bro. You're good. I was just about to say, whoever I play against in playoffs is getting destroyed.
Oh, I don't know about all of that.
Yeah, no, I just kind of, I felt like I should give my opponents a good warning.
All right,
and I think we should move on to the next match.
All right. Well, while we're moving on to this next match here, I'm just gonna do one last search for these Chansey rats. See if you guys. I mean, maybe people just don't like to send Rattatas. Maybe I should start being like, put up a magic card or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway,
Ian, while you handle that, do you want us to?
What? Yeah, let's switch on to the next one, which is
I was about to say, do you want me and Jay to talk about their teams while you try and distribute these?
I mean, you can still do that. Yeah. So we're on Philip and Steven.
Yep.
And I'll say, like, Philip and I theoried a little bit on this. He obviously, some of the things are his own style, but we both kind of theoried on what would be good against Steven's team. And I actually have a lot to say about this match, so I'm going to definitely do some commentary on it. But then, like, Steven, I mean, Jay, you take that.
Yeah, just like, I know I remember talking to Ian about it. So I saw this match yesterday. I just thought, like, you know, I feel like games are always won sometimes before the match is even played. Meaning, I just feel like
Right.
team composition and just knowing what to bring is definitely like a huge factor. Because let's say you do predict what your opponent's gonna bring, you just feel more confident.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I mean,
feel
that was me last week. Oh no, you're good. You're good.
No, you're fine, Zach. You go.
Oh man,
I was-
you're all fine. We're all fine here. All right.
We're really good-looking guys.
All right.
But I was just about to say, you know, like last week, you know, I played against Steven, and you know, like it wasn't even like he brought the exact team I preferred him to play.
Yeah.
But he even leaded with the exact 2 Pokemon I wanted him to lead with.
Yeah.
So like I already had a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, like, you know, it was lit. It's a lot more easy going into the match knowing that you're already in their head before the game even started.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
And I just feel like Steven's team wasn't the best team he could have brought specifically for this matchup. And I was telling Ian a couple days ago, like just the lack of Mega Swampert off the bat just really annoyed me. Only because I just feel like it would have been so helpful in this match. I don't get the reason.
Oh, he didn't even bring him.
Yeah, I don't see the reason for the
I
bear
think he was.
I understand
think he was
why.
shook. I think he was shook about
All the grass
Swampert.
types.
Yeah, all the grass types.
There
But
was
at the
a
same
lot of
time,
grass
I just feel like he has no support, and it's just like I get Beartick, you know, it's a decent Pokemon, but I feel like, you know, Rotom Frost in this situation just would have been a way better pick.
Well, you know,
Because just-
Beartick got Swiss Swim, right?
Yeah, but I don't know, like I just feel like the team he had it was just too, I don't like, what's the word I'm looking for?
It was frail.
Yeah, it was just feral, and it felt a bit just underwhelming. I feel like he could have just picked a better squad, and I feel like it definitely would have helped him further. But you know, I like the Cradily. I like the Raichu if he gets the rain up, because you know he could just spam Thunder.
Yeah,
I like the Zebstrika.
Thunder and Surf. Yeah.
Definitely. I like the Zebstrika. Steven loves Lapras. And, you know, he could use Surf when Lapras is on the field. Lapras is bulky, so imagine it just constantly recovering on a Surf spam. But then it's just like I see like the Beartick, and I don't know why that hurts me so much. But I mean, it's an okay squad. I just feel like this was a hard matchup for him just in general.
That's
I
fair.
just feel like he just didn't really bring what could have
what he
helped him more.
what he needed.
Yeah.
And there's a really crucial moment in the beginning, and I actually have a follow-up to say about that particular beginning, because there's something Philip could have done better. But there's a crucial play that happens that just like changes everything. So
Everything?
so we're gonna get into that. Give me a second. You guys ready?
Yeah. Well, we didn't really talk too much about the teams. You want to get right into it, or?
I thought we just did do a bunch of talking. He just talked about
I
Steven's team.
was talking about Steven's team. I don't know exactly what you're talking about Phil's team.
Yeah. Let's just start it off. Why not?
All right, ready, guys?
It's
yeah.
a Sun
One,
team.
two,
Let's just put it like that.
three. Yeah, right. All right, we're off.
All right. I will be right back.
So,
This match was 6 turns, right? Or 8?
whoa, hey,
I'm just asking.
it's 7.
7. My bad.
Anyway, he doesn't really have a great lead. I mean, I get the fake out support, but watch this. So he fakes out this guy who is just like a beast. And then that move right there, you see how it said drastically? That move raises that Pokemon's special attack by 3 stages. And it has Prankster, so Now it's about to prankster baton pass.
Mhm.
3 stages of special attack onto Houndoom.
And for the viewers who aren't familiar with Mega Houndoom has a base 140 plus special attack. So just imagine that, just plus 3. That it's gonna hurt pretty much.
Alright, we definitely got someone asking for a Chansey. I could tell because the name says Ian's a bum.
I think we have to put that on the stream, man. I think people need to see this.
I'm
Ian's a
sending
bum.
it out. You can have it, Speakman. I know who you are. Alright, so he almost dies here. So this is crucial, though. The Houndoom almost dies, but watch this. Like, I know. So he brings out these Pokemon, right? Houndoom goes Mega, plus the 3 stages already, which is times 1.5 his base attack, his base special attack. And then he just Heat Waves, OHKOs both of these Pokemon. Just whop! So, like,
at that point,
he brings... The next thing is what's crazy. This is why I think he fucked up. The next Pokemon he brings in is, he brings out the Rain, and he brings out the Bear, right? All Philip had to do was switch Chestnut into Ninetales, and that Heat Wave would have fucking OHKO'd both of them again. Oh wait, no, I think this Bear Tag might. Does this Bear Tag have water? No, it has.
Aqua Jet. So
yeah, so
Aqua
never
Jet
mind,
would-
never mind. That was a bad call on my part.
Man, your boy know what he doing.
He did, man. He switched in. He changed the weather up. That thing went for Aqua Jet. Did barely anything to Barda, and that's a reference to that DC Comics Big Barda, if any of you guys know.
Yo, this match really made me a fan of Chestnut, though, for real.
Yeah, Chestnut got no love last season, and like
No love.
Philip
And your
fucking
boy-
was loving him.
Your boy just goes ham.
Mollywopped.
Wham, wham, wham.
So we've distributed a couple Pokemon right now. I think we distributed 2 Chanseys and a Ho-Oh. That's pretty tight. So yeah, no, Philip did really good though. I think that he could have definitely gotten so. Oh, and Steven, why? This one right here, this move. Like, you know
Which
he's
was
got Spiky
so
Shield.
clutch.
You know he's got Spiky
So
Shield.
clutch, man. That was the move right there.
He had to have known he had Spiky Shield. And then, the Heat Wave just ravaging his team. Ironically,
Yeah.
because it's a rain team.
Yeah. Them ice types, man. And this Drain Punch just eats life. Eats life. One
There's
hit.
another Chansey going out.
And look, Chestnut almost back to full HP. Your boy
Alright,
just
to your
ate
point,
me.
Chestnut did stay alive a lot, but we're going to have this debate later.
me and Ian argued over the MVP of this match because
This week.
I'm liking your boy Chestnut personally. Your boy got it in, man.
I actually agree with Ian's pick for MVP this week. I'm sorry, Zach.
That's fair. Hey, nah, man, that's cool.
We're
There was a lot of good matches
Yeah,
this week.
We're going to
So,
let
yeah.
the MVPs figure it out. But, we're going to let the viewers help us figure it out. But, yeah, the MVP this week is contentious. Ooh, and that's it, man. Another 6-7 turn round.
You know, it's a good week when there's straight up solid competition between who the MVP was.
Definitely. In regards to the match we just saw, I just hope that this lights a fire under Steven,
And
You know,
Josh,
like,
even though
yeah.
Josh did well in the first week. And then here's something I do want to say about that, and I know he was kind of upset when I told him the first night, but like, this is some really good advice to consider for players. So Josh, this is his first year. He goes up against Reese in the second week, who just took a loss. Reese is a 2-time champ. Reese took a loss, and it wasn't like I was all over him that round. You know what I mean? And he was hungry for vengeance. And so
that's how
Josh plays him, at midnight on Monday morning. Like, as the second he could possibly play him.
Yeah.
And I would say not to do that in the future.
Yeah.
But this match is interesting. Zach, you know a lot about your boy there, so why don't you talk about Speakman? I'll talk about Jalen because I'll talk about Jalen.
Yeah, man.
Jalen. I just like
break, man.
how there was. Okay, so yeah, Chris brings Hale, of course. He is expecting these grass types, these bug types. He's expecting to give them the sheer cold. We got Ninetales right here with the Aurora Veil support, the best Aurora Veil user in the game. Argue me, you can't, you really can't. But you got Haunch Crow right here, you know, powerful mon, powerful bird, you know, and he knew he was going to bring these grass types, so he knew if he led with Haunch Crow, it was going to take life. We got Electivire right here. This Electivire is a champ, man. Taking these electric type attacks, just going ham. Got great coverage moves.
I gotta be honest, man. I was not a fan of Electivire last season, but he did some work this season.
He definitely did. He definitely did. We got Mega Metacham here. This was a mon that we didn't see last week. We didn't see his Mega, but I'm excited to see what Mega Metacham does in this matchup with its really powerful priority moves. We got Empoleon right here. Empoleon is savage, man. I'll be honest. This is a Pokemon I slept on because I haven't seen much of Empoleon, but Empoleon's a scary thing when it's going off.
Definitely.
And of course, there's my boy. Gotta go fast. Sandslash. Sandslash going with that Slush Rush and just making people flinch and getting them KOs.
Yeah.
Alright, Ian, take it away.
Oh, Jalen, man. So Jalen's leading this tough fucking Evilite Murkrow, man. And I got a lot to say about that thing later in this match. And then he's got his Sylveon, which is it's actually from my parentage. It's Titus. It's Titus's child.
He feels proud, man. He feels proud.
And he brought a Sylveon with it. And then there's the Skeptile, which was the week 0 MVP giveaway. And that's a great one. That's a great Pokemon. I actually let me get that Skeptile, yo. Like I want that Skeptile off of Jalen for sure. And then Kingdra is a beast Pokemon. He needed some rain support. And so he has Ludicolo too, and then the Vikavolt, I guess, to try to if assumably he uses rain support to get those thunders off.
Definitely.
So we're gonna check that one in there if you guys are ready.
Yeah. Just to let y'all know, viewers, the stream does serve as entertainment, but we are also advertising to take your mons away. Thanks.
No.
That is true. That is 100%.
But I'll tell you what I will take. I'll take your rats, and I'll take them for a chance.
We got Ho-Ohs, we got chances. We just want your rats, man.
Let me get all your rats.
We need all the rats. Rat Pier got hit to 1, man. We need them all.
Okay, so he leads with this Aurora Bell. I would have
taunted that Ninetales off the bat.
Definitely with Murkrow.
Just in case.
Definitely with Murkrow, but he leads Tailwind, which I think wasn't even necessary for his
It
Murkrow
really
right
wasn't.
there. I would have gone straight up into Rain Dance if I was him.
I completely agree.
Because then
I agree.
wouldn't Aurora Bell have failed?
Yes.
Yes, but hold on. Let me see if Murkrow does get Rain Dance, because I actually don't know.
He does. He
that'd
does
be
get
wild.
Rain Dance.
If he
That's
does, that would have been pro as hell.
And that's the play you should have made. But look how fucking tough this Murkrow is.
TUFF, tough.
But nah, the play would have been
Okay.
Rain Dance T1, and it would have changed everything. That Blizzard wouldn't have got off. He even critted the Murkrow with a Blizzard, and it didn't kill it.
Yeah, and he does have Rain Dance. You're right. That would have been nasty.
That would have been the play.
That would have been sick, man. Just thinking.
So think about that next time, Jalen, when you're watching the replay. Like, you could have done Rain Dance in this situation. Don't forget, you could control weather with your bird. and you're attacking under Aurora Veil. I'm pretty sure one of his Pokemon here has access to Brick Break, and in week 1 when that Aurora Veil got Brick Broke, like that was some fire play. Metacham comes out with the Mega Metacham being All Might.
We got All Might right here, man.
Bro, Mega Medicine is just such a beast, man. I was really upset when Chris took it from me in the draft.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
he's
really-
both the
really
megas.
tilted.
Both
Did
the
he give
megas I wanted got taken in the draft.
Did he give you advice to take Metacham and then took it for himself?
See, the rain dance, if the rain dance had been there, none of this would be happening right now.
And that red card just gets rid of Metacham right then and there.
Crazy, but that's in his favor though.
Exactly, getting him out of danger, out of the way. Red card's a really like tricky item to use.
I almost brought it this week.
It is super clutch against the right mon, trust me, but it's like it can backfire real easily too. You got to be very smart with it.
And it's just, and also if he had Rain Dance, it would have been supporting the Ludicolo and the Kingdra right now. It's just a shame. Like I wish he had like theoried with us.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is, you know. It's a learning experience.
Yeah. Chris's credit also played a really great game.
No, Chris played great. Oh, so
Mm-hmm.
he uses Rain Dance with his Ludicolo? About 4 turns too late, buddy.
A little bit. But this Electivire is also really hard to beat because Chris had the idea to pack it with an assault vest, so this thing's just eating hits.
Wow. That's a tough bitch.
That's a tough bitch.
TUFF.
Ludicolo gets taken down by the Wild Charge. Man, those recoil moves though, they'll get you.
Oh yeah.
Still searching for these Rattatas. For those of you that don't know, I'm doing a Wish Chance giveaway. Throw up a Rattata on GTS and get a Chansey. Ask for level 5 or lower.
That was funny. I didn't even see that. Will was in the Twitch chat when it was Honchkrow and Murkrow. He was like father versus son.
That's exactly what I thought when I was watching it the first time. I was like, damn. And straight up, the Murkrow was tougher than the Honchkrow.
It
A little bit,
man.
A little bit.
He was like, "Let me show you how to wear this hat, homeboy."
That Brave Bird though, that Brave Bird on the Sylveon was broke as hell.
Okay, at this point, unfortunately, it's kind of over. There's not much you can do. I love the nickname on Beetleborg there. He goes for the protect.
That assault vest, he just eats it. He just
Focus Blast here was the wrong play. Like, let's say if he had, this is another thing, if he had been prepared for his actual like matchup, like his threats, that would have been HP ground.
True. Like I said before, a lot of the matches are sometimes won before the match even starts.
Yeah.
And just pinpointing threats, making them your priority, etc. And yeah, that's the match.
Pretty much, yep. That's how it goes.
Chris.
That's the way she goes, bud.
Chris coming back after a tough loss last week.
Yeah, and it was only 3 that he lost last week. Did anybody get the count on that? What was the win-loss on that?
I actually wasn't paying attention to it.
I believe it was a 5-0. I think Honchkrow was the only thing that passed away.
Oh,
Alright. I'll probably double check that when I update the standings. But I think...
Okay. While we're in the middle of this, if you guys want to talk about some advice, I'm gonna see if there's anybody looking for Wish Chansies. Sure. Giving away Wish Chansies, guys. So if you guys have any little pieces of advice for that, aside from the Rain Dance Murkrow, which obviously I beat to death, pass out some play.
Bro, every time you see that Ninetales, taunt that bitch. Just trust me,
Uh-huh.
taunt that bitch. I think
Yes,
it was
absolutely.
I think it was actually Zach last year in our second matchup where I didn't taunt that bitch and I had to deal with that Aurora Veil for 5 turns and
Yep.
that thing. And it's not just one attacking aspect, it's both of them. So it's not just
Yeah.
like, oh, it's not minus, oh, it's
It's
not
like
minus,
wow,
yeah.
my mons aren't echoing anymore. This really sucks.
Dude, yeah, he was losing mad damage scale with that Aurora Veil up.
Definitely.
Oh sure, yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
got to factor in when you got Electivire with Assault Vest already, and then Aurora Veil backed up. Like
Mhm.
he wasn't taking it. He was sponging everything.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. But so I'm not seeing any wish chances right now. Gonna go back later. We're just gonna talk about this next match since that's coming up. We got Jordan versus William. So this is actually kind of, and I hate to play. It's kind of tale as old as time right here, man. Jordan and William went up against. Jordan and William went up against each other in the last week of season 1, and it was William's first win of the season. And like he beat him. And then I think the last time I don't know about last season with their matchups, but William beat Jordan in his last week of season 1. It was William's like one of 0 victories.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny too, because if you remember, when we were doing the whole hashtag Leave Will Alone campaign, Jordan was the one who pioneered that, and now I don't think he wants to leave Will
No,
alone.
actually Jay pioneered it.
I was the one that pioneered it.
That's
Zach.
fair. I'm sorry, man. It's easy to get you all mixed up.
No,
The
it's
J's
not.
and all that.
I even changed my trainer. I even changed my trainer to the cleaner, so this wouldn't be an issue anymore.
It's still an issue.
For you. Okay, so
But, hold on, wait, hold on. Just
So-
off the bat, I'm sorry for interrupting you, Ian. Jordan, you know I love you, but you do not bring the exact same team that you used against me last week, bro. You don't do that, and it's just like, oh, come on, Jordan. I like, I love you. I know you know better than to do that because you literally just swapped out the Toxicroak for the Incineroar.
and another thing that's crazy about this, that Jordan, you knew this motherfucker had Bruxious on his team, and you knew it did work on you last year. like you knew it.
That fish,
and then you let
that ugly
double
fish,
fake out?
man.
Okay.
I'm like, Jordan, he studied on you. He knows that's what you love to do, bro.
Oh, and I do want to say this though. So Jordan has picked up Incineroar. He picked up another Pokemon I think that I used to have on my my team last season. And then this week he picks up Oricorio. I'm like, clearly this guy loved my team last year.
That's surprising.
You know what I mean? Like, we should get sponsored by Game Freak.
We
I
should-
think the only time people actually liked your S2 team was during Feed on the Week.
God, Zach, you know what?
Got him.
Your inappropriate comments aren't gonna stand here. So Jordan brings his Incineroar, still no hidden ability yet on that, and his Togedemaru, like his favorite Pokemon of all time, nearly. I'm assuming now. He's got his same Mega that he brought last week. He's got the Gengar. I mean, we saw most of this last week, so you don't really need much to know about it on that one. William changed it up a little bit, and here's another interesting thing. I pointed out last week how he didn't Mega Evolve his Aerodactyl. William still can't Mega Evolve.
Come on, Will. Just
What?
beat the game, bro.
He
Beat
still
the
can't Mega Evolve. He hasn't gotten his Mega Stone yet.
Please tell me you lying.
I'm
Please.
not lying, dude. I'm not. Like, I wish I was
Just
lying, dude.
Beat the game, Will.
Wait. Will, don't I play you next week?
Oh. Ugh, still doesn't
Don't
have
beat
the
it yet,
Mega
please.
Stone. So,
Don't beat it yet. Keep sleeping. Keep sleeping like you did last season.
so that's something to leave with. But the Bruxious though, and my puppy, I love this Zygarde. I just couldn't pick it up. Like I had a huge ice weakness already by the time it got down to it, and I just
And
couldn't.
you already
get
have
it.
so many ground types too.
Yeah, and so William ended up getting it. I was a little salty, but I'm glad that it's on his team doing justice.
Doing work, doing the Lord's
Ampharos,
work.
I don't know necessarily what is if maybe Ampharos is here for his bird and for that pre-marina, but at the same time it's like if he doesn't have Mega, like leave the Ampharos at home.
Yeah.
And
Pretty
then
much.
Articuno doing all right, and he was like, I'm gonna give Lycanroc another chance, and then he's got his Noivern, which is Noivern is a nice Pokemon.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Definitely.
But I will say, if you are getting rid of that Lycanroc, Will, I'm right here.
Here we go, bro.
Screw Josh, man. I need it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yo, you guys. All right, no. All right, so the audience can't see this, but on to the trade wire that's still active right now. So Jalen drops Vikavolt for Tentacruel. Reese drops Jolteon for Vikavolt. Philip drops Rhyperior for Duskmeor. And then Steven trades Jalen Swampert for Sceptile.
What? Oh, Steven, why would you do that? Oh,
Wow.
That makes
We
no
make
sense.
money moves. We make money moves.
Money moves. We about to go bankrupt. What the fuck you
We
mean?
about to go bankrupt.
Money moves. What? Oh,
Wow. But you know what? You know what? That's Steven saying.
That's
You know what? That's Steven saying. The old strategy from last season ain't gonna cut it. I need to do something.
He
new.
needs to start making
now he's
changes.
got a powerful. He's
What's
got
that-
a
what's
powerful
that-
new grass type.
What's that song
That's
that
Lightning
goes?
Rod.
What's
That
that song
should
that's
be-
like, we need to start
Yeah.
making changes?
Yeah, and you gotta think about it. Like he's got the team to abuse it too, because like with all the discharge support on his team with the motor drive
lightning
users.
Rod and stuff. Okay,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
interesting.
There's
So let's-
synergy. There's
let's-
synergy.
Let's go ahead and kick
There's-
this match off. You guys ready?
Yeah.
There's synergy, but Chris is gonna have a field day with that Sceptile.
So you're gonna so you're gonna call it on free.
Yeah, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, go.
All right.
We're off, man. So some of these, there's a reason some of these have long intros, because I actually curate the videos with music for like our members to listen to when they watch the videos, and so sometimes there's like special things that I build up. So for those of you members that want to read, I'm gonna post the raw video footage later, and you can go back and watch your match and see what music you got. I wish Zygarde's Aura Break had more implications.
Yeah, like if it canceled the effects of terrain and stuff.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
That'd be lit.
And the 1,000 arrows just fucking ends.
See, I'm gonna assume that Jordan wanted to fake out, and then like when he was trying to press, it was probably just like you can't. Like, and then yeah, man, these arrows just rip through.
Just fucking
Hormone.
just Swiss cheese, man. And the thing is, he could have definitely just popped another 1,000 arrows right here and probably O-code both of them. Did you guys
Sends
know?
are hard.
I meant to say
What?
this. I found this out. So you know how Bruxish has access to Psychic Fangs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Psychic Fangs does the same thing as Brick Break.
Yeah, exactly. So it breaks Auroraville.
Something to think about.
And versus Klefki.
Yeah. So that's
Actually, I know that because last season when I was playing Hale, I had Auroraville Ninetales, and Mike broke it with his Stoutland Psychic Fangs.
Oh, that was a good play.
Yeah.
All right, so here comes a Z move. Z Water,
Mm-hmm.
Hydro Vortex.
I wonder why he went for this over the Primarina Z move.
No clue.
Because then we'd get blocked on YouTube.
I mean, we can
Essentially.
fix that easy. We can fix that easily.
I'm gonna assume that the Z move was probably on one of the first two that went down. I feel.
Yeah.
Speakman's in chat. He says, "Wait, do I gotta beat Mega Skeptile again? How many times I gotta teach you this
Actually.
lesson, old man?"
Telling you, Chris is gonna have a field day with that Skeptile, with all that ale.
Oh my god, he gets a freeze.
Oh, here's this Z happy hour again.
Z happy
And
hour, and he
it
gets
just-
goes down right away. That's a shame.
Again, for the second time. It's like, don't use Lycanroc. You don't know how.
Will, I'm telling you, give me it. Give me the pupper.
Listen,
Give me
Will,
the pupper.
He's got too many. He's got one too many dogs on his team.
You know what we did learn from this week's battles?
Well,
Especially with a certain CEO,
No,
that it's a dog eat dog world out there.
What?
Nothing. Nothing.
I didn't get it. I'm sorry.
you'll
Dog
get it.
eat dog world.
You'll get it, bro.
You'll get it, bro. I just like
So
that.
why? I don't understand what you can Mega Evolve and Protect. Like, we don't think you have a different Mega Pokemon.
Faking it out.
And the thing is, like, you could get hit with a Z move with your Protect. You would
No,
want the
I
extra
think-
stats of the Mega
I-
Evolution.
I think there was technically a reason for that. I think he's got justified, so in case like he brings in something that's gonna hit it with a dark move, he can get the boost.
Okay. Noivern
Sometimes
comes
I
out.
like sometimes like with Manetric, I'll wait to Mega Evolve just because I want to intimidate.
Yeah. Protects, man, and I as Will, I would have definitely seen that coming. You guys know what I mean, guys? Oh, motherfucker.
Thank
What's
you.
up?
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
I've worked very hard on it.
On what?
So
It's
see,
live.
hold on. Now hold on, because he didn't get the Justify boost, so I guess this actually doesn't have Justified on Glade. Because he did just get hit by Dark Pulse.
Yeah, and he still has Mega Evolve chat. Oh, there we
So-
go. I mean, happens next turn. I was just curious. So,
Well,
Wait,
I was
what?
just more curious.
I don't know.
I was more curious. Like I thought he
Inner
was waiting to get a
focus.
Justified boost.
Inner focus, probably, so he can't get flinched, which didn't apply to this match. I bet he just
Yeah.
couldn't. He probably made his Pokemon and then like didn't have a lot of time. Well, again, he probably just didn't have a lot of time to like make a new one. I mean, he's super busy lately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah. So I wonder if Jordan's gonna make moves now to try and get that Swampert off of Jalen's hands. I'll tell you what though.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen's team is looking really scary. If he gets access to rain somehow, he's gonna be.
He has
nasty.
access to
That's-
rain,
that's-
bro. He
that's
has
my-
Murkrow.
That's my
no,
whole
what
issue though with that trade was Jalen doesn't have that. Like, he has to wait, not waste it. He has to waste a turn to set
He
rain.
still has to waste a turn.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, he doesn't have something where he can just literally switch it in and get the weather off.
Exactly, and that's for me. That's a big issue if I was making that trade. But I mean,
Yeah.
Maybe they
hey.
agreed.
Yeah,
maybe
maybe,
they
you know,
agreed to like get Politoed, or maybe he got Pelipper off of Jordan next week.
We make money moves.
But that was a crazy move, for sure. So William actually wins against Jordan.
and
And,
that was a 4-0, I believe, right?
Yeah, Will, I'm sorry, man. We can't leave Will alone anymore. No more hashtag leave Will alone. Now it's hashtag Will give me my fucking pupper 2018.
You're never gonna get the dog, bro.
Why?
You're just not. So, just a reminder, I'm still giving out Wish Chanseys over here. I'm looking for Ratatats, anyone from any region. And if you want, I can give you a Chansey. You just ask for one that's like level 5 or lower, blah, 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 blah. I'll give you a Wish Chansey. It's a special Chansey. It can't learn Wish naturally. It was from a Generation 3 event only.
Very hard to get. Very hard to get.
Very difficult to get. And a Wish Chansey can become a Wish Blissey. So, like, think about it, guys. I'm trying to hook you up.
We trying to help you help us.
You out, bro.
So the next match is interesting. It's John versus Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
So this match is really crazy. You guys can take teams.
Who wants to go? You want to go first this time, Jay?
Sure, why not? I'll take John. So John starts off with the Weavile up in the center. You know, extremely fast Pokemon. Also extremely versatile in some cases. The next Pokemon, though, is one that I actually had for, I think, a week. And thinking about it now, I regret letting it go, and that's Araquanid. Araquanid in doubles, I feel like, is extremely OP, just from, like, the water bubble ability. And it's just so bulky. Like, you know, it can take a decent amount of hits, and then it can hit you back harder. And it's not like you could burn it either because of water bubble. And then those liquidations hurt, man, with that boost. He brings Arbok for mid support, and I'm assuming just in case, you know, he wants to slow down Jackson's physical attackers. Aurora's, I'm assuming, to set up the hail with the Crabominable right next to it. And I'm gonna assume that Sigilif is the Trick Room setter if he does go that route. And yeah, I think it's a pretty solid team. I don't know if that Sigilif has access to Trick Room, but pretty sure.
You know what?
Could, right?
I can check. Let me see. You might be right though, but I think I think out of Trick Room setters, he's a little too fast to really benefit from it. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure, he's base 97 speed, so it's pretty fast. But Mimikyu does it for different reasons, but he does it. Yeah, he does have Trick Room though.
Oh, okay. So I'm just like the Crab Bomb would just accelerate.
He's got.
Shit hits like a
You know
truck.
what? I really want to say, Crabominable didn't get any play last season. I really want to see what it can do.
Let me say
it has
this.
some pretty cool toys.
Let me say this. There's something to be said for a fast Trick Room setter, and that is that if you can get, like, let's say Sigilith was scarfed, right? And you had your best offensive Trick Room abuser on team as well. Sigilith busts off Trick Room first. And then, oh wait, it's got negative priority.
Yeah,
I don't know where you're going with this.
I didn't want to, like, you know,
Also, if you Trick Room and then someone else's Trick Room, it just goes back to normal.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. One of the plays people would do versus Trick Room teams, like they'll have like one Mon like Slowbro or something, and he'll just have Trick Room just in case Trick Room's up, and he can reset the room back to normal.
Well, I guess I gotta watch my back.
Yeah. We gonna mess you up.
Easy there, exactly.
So, Jackson's team, just overall, his team, even outside of these 6, is just like so strong.
So you're really good friends with Jackson, Ian. Do you want to talk about his team? Because you know the most about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's definitely going like Trick Room here with the slow Pokemon. His Gigalith is there to change the weather and also to abuse. Like, Gigalith, I think, has, what's his attack? It's crazy. It's like 240 or something like that. Like, Gigalith has one of the highest attacks in the entire game. So I'm assuming
can check that for you.
I'm assuming he's going Trick Room. and just abusing. Yeah, it's 135 base attack. Like it's a monstrous attack, and he's got a speed of 25, which is pretty quick in a trick room, you know. So that he's just a bulky Pokemon that can eat a hit and put work in, and then put extra damage on the field with Sandforce for any like Focus Sash, Mon, etc. And then he brought the Drampa that he got in that trade last week, probably for that Hyper Voice abuse. I really like Cloyster, so I mean, we all know what Cloyster does. Cloyster has that skill link ability, and he's not bad in Trick Room. He has like a 75 base, but like sometimes he can not, you know, he can be outsped by slower Pokemon on your opponent's team. Like I'm pretty sure Crab Dominable is slow as fuck. Excuse my language. His Crafigurus is definitely good for like spreading around his ability and like possibly Will-O-Wisping and stuff like that on his attackers.
By the way, thanks for that.
What? Thanks for what?
Crafigurus.
You gotta talk to Jackson. Jackson traded it to you. And then
I was implying it.
And then the Crafigurus, you know, I'm assuming he's just gonna do like the mummy spreading and the Will-O-Wisping. Renulicus is cool because he's got that magic guard, so even under hail or sand, he's not taking damage. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, go. Kicking that one off. I put some cool music to this one.
You know what though? Kudos to John trying to make Abominable work. I like them on. It's got some really cool stabs. Really great coverage. I want to see it get some work in.
You know, Zach, well, I told you this. I thought Zach probably had the best, you know, hiccups of this weekend. And I'm just glad it happened after our match. Just
Yeah, you had some solid pickups this weekend. Although the last little stream, we're gonna wait till the stream to drop these out. Those pickups were crazy. He fakes out that Cloyster, so unfortunately it looks like he doesn't have Protect on the Cloyster. And what's interesting about Aromatisse is Aromatisse has that. He's one of the best Trick Room setters because he has that ability. So even if you taunt his Pokemon or do like Encore, no moves can affect your Pokemon's ability to do a move. So
really?
so he can't. You can taunt Aromatisse and it doesn't matter. She's still setting Trick Room.
all right. Let me start writing my message to John real quick.
So that Moonblast just does some decent damage. This spider I have watched this match. This spider puts in a lot of work because it stays alive.
Oh my god, yeah.
And it this Rock Blast missing him couldn't have been one of the it was so bad that happened.
I'll be real. Watching this match, I gotta say, I'm hard pressed between Chestnut and the Spider, man. 'Cause both of them put in mad work this week.
The spider does really well. So he's bringing Renulicus in. Probably a bad move because Renulicus is a little weak to that Leech Life. But maybe we were thinking he was going to switch.
We underestimated the bug.
Mm-hmm. Bro,
Rock Blast to take out Rock Blast. I know, like 2 stockpiles, right? So he's got 2 stockpiles, and at that point, Jackson realizes, oh shit, I gotta get this spider out of here before these Rock Blasts, before the spider stockpiles to 5.
Charlotte's Web about to get up all in there.
And he's got that leftovers, which come in real clutch for him. Basically nullifying the weather damage each turn. Sigilith.
Yeah, that.
Whatever. You and your name pronunciations, man. Nobody cares.
Leech Life takes a significant chunk out of Renulicus, and Renulicus. Oh, Rock Blast comes in. He's like, let me see.
I guess you could say.
But at that point, Rock Blast just does nothing to this, to this thing, bro.
Guys,
Yo.
there's somebody on asking for a ho again, and the name is Zach is dumb.
Hey.
So I'm definitely gonna send.
You
a
know
ho.
what? No ho for you.
No, I'm sending that ho to that person.
No, we don't take those.
Sending that ho off.
You missed your chance last week.
We got the champ in the chat, bro.
I think that's why he didn't have Protect. I think he had Shell Smash. But, I mean, who knows? Boom, the icicle shards are just like murdering. And the rock blasts and all that. But this fake out, man, I'll be honest, Weavile does a lot of work in this match too. At first I was gonna say Weavile was like MVP, but then like I saw some of the other matches, and when you compare matches like Phillips and John's, like Chestnut and Araquanid, like this Araquanid did truly miraculous things for John's team, because before it started stockpiling and everything, like his team was just gonna take this L hard.
You know what I was surprised about this match though is that John is just using like Leech Life, and he hasn't used like
he's keeping the spider alive, and it's like, and like, then Jackson starts focusing. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You were saying?
No, it's just like liquidation just hits like a truck, and he still has leftovers regardless.
He might not might not even have it on here because he has stockpile. He has Leech Life. He has Protect.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And then I don't, whatever the other one is.
Mm-hmm.
It could be liquidation. Aromatisse busts off another trick room. There's a couple of turnaround points in this match. I'll point them out and like what could have been done better. So bringing Drampa in was a good move in this position.
We got the champ in the chat here, and he actually brings up a pretty good point. He was giving advice that having both fast and slow mon sometimes benefits your trick room team more, just because you have more options when trick room runs out.
Yeah, exactly.
So he was saying Shell Smash wouldn't have been a bad idea on the Cloister for when trick room does run out. But I mean, hey, you know.
It did have Shell Smash on it, Jackson.
Oh, it did.
Yeah,
okay.
That's why it didn't have Protect. That's why I said.
Right.
Shell Smash.
Yeah, so Shell Smash over Protect, which Protect might have done better for him in this one because he could have not gotten faked out as much. And this Dramp, I believe, is choice specs, but if he had had a berry on it, the Drampa would have probably been better.
Right.
And this was real clutch.
And honestly, the me and Ian talked about this match heavy. Cloud9 actually kind of got in his way, where Berserk on Drampa would have been a lot better.
Yeah, Berserk probably would have been a better move. Hyper Voice. This is what's crazy. Look at this. This thing survives by 5 HP.
Yeah, because it's right here. Yep. Right here.
5 HP.
This is where the ability actually really hurts.
No,
Cloud9. Hyper Voice goes off, and Blue Widow would have died by the hail damage before the leftovers.
The hail damage is still up.
Yeah, but it's not active because of Cloud9. Cloud9 eliminates the effect of weather. That's why he didn't die.
Mm-hmm.
Go figure, man. So Berserk would have just clinched that right there.
Yeah. Because you take the weather damage before leftover activates.
Interesting.
That's tough, man. Yeah.
Searching for these rat-a-tats. So Leash Life did come in clutch though, because it's keeping that Arachnid alive.
It is keeping him alive. He is continuing the tank.
And I don't know if he has Swallow, but that could also be an option. That could be his fourth move, Swallow or something.
At this point in the match, though, Jackson still hasn't lost any focus.
Yeah, there's a turnaround point coming up here, where it's like, oh, this fucking blows. Let me see where we're at. Yeah, the Leash Light, man, just being crucial.
Just soaking up HP. Soaking up. That's why I think I have to change my opinion. I did really like Chestnut this week, but Arachnid is my choice for MVP. For sure.
Fuck yeah.
Because this Arachnid is just, it refuses to die.
And then it got to a point where like Jackson's so focused on killing this Arachnid that like he doesn't kill certain other Pokemon that could have probably been like a Moonblast to this right here. Oh, he does have Liquidation. There's the other Liquidation, and that Oko's the Aromatisse.
Before he can, yep, absolutely. And John's actually playing it really smart too. He's not attacking the Coffergirgus directly because he wants to keep his water bubble going. So that's a good play on his part. Really making like finding other ways to deal with Coffergirgus, even if not completely like right away.
Definitely.
Bringing out this the snake really sucks for him.
This Arbok, man, yeah, he's been putting in work, man. Getting the Intimidates off, which really comes in clutch.
Rock Slide. It's nice and lemony.
So, Jay, any Pokemon that come to your mind about who you think is your MVP?
I do, but I do not want to spoil the next match.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Let's just say it has a really long neck. Really long neck.
I'm familiar.
A lot of the MVP Pokemon this week are HP based.
Yeah. This was honestly, this week was the season of tanks.
For real.
Tanks did their job this week for sure. You said you can't be bulky in doubles.
Redulicus though. So bringing out Redulicus at this point, but it's not even terrible because watch this. So he does protect, right? Obviously, Redulicus tries to go for the psychic onto the.
I guess he assumed the Shadow Ball was gonna kill.
Yeah, and the Shadow Ball doesn't kill.
Well, look at this.
Now watch this though. Watch this though. So he goes for the psychic, right? It's protected. The next turn, he can also go for psychic, but he changes his target from the Crabdominable to the Blue Widow instead. So it gets double protected. He just screwed himself.
Man, John played really smart here. Did really well.
Like, by the way, look at this. Boom.
That's a shame. Dizzy Punch.
Doosh.
Bye.
Bye.
If he had done Psychic, it probably would have OHKO'd Crabdominable.
That is a great nickname, by the way.
Icy Balboa. Yeah,
That's a great nickname.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I feel like it's a homage to my Hitmonchan I was playing with for a while. My Rocky
Homage?
Balboa.
An homage?
Oh my god, you with these pronunciations, man. Get your head out of your butt.
And
Finally!
Cloyster comes out, and finally, the sweet prince is laid to rest. But he had a good run.
And it's too late
He had a
though, 'cause
great
the
run.
Drain Punch takes out the Cloyster, and there is no more hope.
And then too little, too late. I feel like the momentum already was in John's.
You know what?
Man.
Cloyster could have also done Rock Blast onto Crabdominable, and that would have probably KO'd Crabdominable, and made it, or at the very least, made him flinch.
So, what kind of support moves does this call for Grigas have?
I've seen
just
Trick
curious.
Room, Knockoff, and I haven't seen anything else.
And Shadow Ball.
And Shadow Ball. I'm surprised.
So I'm guessing the other moves protect.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he has head of Trick Room though.
You should have had Willow
He
Wisp on it.
he had triple Trick Rooms this time,
Yeah.
and it's not enough, and it's just.
It's over. It's over.
And this feels good to see. As Ian said earlier, Crabdominable got no play time at all. Like last year,
Yup.
I don't think it was picked up. It
Didn't
wasn't
get
picked up on
any
anyone's
play.
roster.
I think Ian was going to pick it up. Like he was gonna pick it up before playoffs, but then we had like a last minute drop, and so like someone changed their decision, of course. But it seemed like he was kind of like some Pokemon, how like he moved around the teams, but he never actually got onto the playing field.
Yeah.
There it is.
And honestly, I'll be honest, a lot of things get dropped to the wire, and people just kind of just don't care to try them out.
Definitely.
Don't try and care to experiment with them. So a lot of things just sit there.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things actually on the wire that I'd really like to abuse. We'll see.
That's essentially the match. John gets a
A 2-0.
Very, very well played, John. Very well played.
Yeah, it was a
I'm
good comeback,
fan of-
and really, honestly, both the Bug and Weavile were like
putting in the work.
putting in all the work for him. The rest of his squad was just dying. Crabdominable got the KOs, but he could have been murdered at any second if Jackson
Right.
wasn't so focused on that Bug.
yeah.
Right.
So that's that one, but that was a great match, and props to John for doing another good match. Props to Jackson for doing a great match. This match, you guys can talk all about this one.
I don't know.
I
Zach
guess
wants to
I-
bring up the whole thing that happened.
So do you just want to talk about each other's teams? I'll talk about yours, or unless Ian wants to get in this.
We're not gonna talk about the thing.
Okay, it's not so. All right. Yeah, I guess I'll start off. So, just again, I have a very strong Trick Room vibe. So, if for someone who just looks at my team spreadsheet, it just oozes Trick Room, and that kind of is a bit of a maybe a handicap because I know a lot of people are preparing for it. But I'm also happy because I feel like I also have a pretty versatile team that I could use outside of Trick Room, and I feel like that kind of really helped me this week because I feel like I really not baited you and Zach, but I kind of fooled you and think I was gonna bring Trick Room, and yeah. So just off the bat, I'm gonna start from right and go left. Muck.
Okay.
Everybody knows how much I love Muck. It's really bulky. It's great special defense, and I just think I just think it's a clutch Pokemon, so I put it
Really tanky.
tanky. Just want to put it on the team. If you guys have listened to me in the chat room, despise Glalie with every fiber of my being. I don't think I don't think it's a good Pokemon. I'm sorry. I just don't feel like, I don't know. I feel like if it's Mega, it just had like a different ability. Like I guess Refrigerate could come in clutch in some aspects, but I just feel like it's just meh. compared to like everything else.
I mean, it hits hard as a truck when it goes off.
Definitely.
If I wish it had quick attack, honestly,
Mhm.
instead of ice shard, would be really nice.
I'm saying like people like Zach for some reason thinks good Pokemon. I think it fuck. Any excuse my language.
I like it, but
I know you do. You. Whew.
I
Weirdo.
find
And
I
then
find
we have-
value in bad things.
there's no value there. No, I'm joking. But yeah, then there's my boy Crocodile. Him and Staraptor there for Intimidate support. Even though when I did look at Zach's team, I was worried because I saw he had a decent amount of special attackers. So, but you just want to make sure just in case. And that Staraptor, I have a special name for this team. I call it the Kamikaze team because it has a lot of potential to like hurt me, but in turn also really hurt my opponent. And then there's my Sableye, my first draft pick, Prankster's Clutch, great type, dual typing all around. Then this champ, my mascot, my anchor essentially for this match is the Salon Executor. I'm not gonna spoil like what happens, but just know that this thing is like this thing is the truth. And yeah, I'm done talking. Thank you.
All right. So if it wasn't obvious, I was definitely this team in mind was predicting Trick Room because as Jay talked about, his team basically oozed Trick Room, and I knew honestly if he brought Marowak, Alola, I would have had a really tough time. So I tried to prioritize this team to beat his Trick Room team and his Alola and Marowak, and obviously he doesn't bring either or, so it gets a little dicey for me. We got Slowking here. He's a great special sponge. The regenerator between him and Amoonguss really helped me out a lot this match.
Well,
it's just
that
so
was wild. That was wild.
Yeah. so hard to beat. Just constantly switching out and healing up. While already having pretty tanky stats. So it was pretty clutch. I really wanted to abuse Mega Pidgeot, and I felt like if you look at his team, he has a lot of ground types like Crocodile and Mudsdale, so I didn't want to bring in Manectric. So I actually brought in Pidgeot instead, to try and get off those powerful Hurricanes. And I did notice that he had the ability to double Intimidate. So this Gliscor actually, I used its ability Hypercutter, so that way it wouldn't take the stat reduction from Intimidate. They could just keep going. So got the tanky stat on that. And then we got the Fake Out support from Lipard. And then of course my boy the Wall Breaker Escavalier. I was hoping to abuse his Trick Room turns in case he pulled it off. But that's really all the idea to my team was. If y'all want to get it going, let's go.
Alright, hang on.
I just want to mention that the first couple turns of the game are really clutch.
I'll say this. If you guys want to wish Chansey, I'm handing them out. All you gotta do is pop a Rattata onto GTS, ask for a level 5 or lower Chansey, and I got you. Alright, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh man, Ian, it looks like you got competition. Speakman's in the Twitch chat saying, Zach, please give me that Lipard. Give me that Lipard. Looks like you got competition, man. I'm gonna have to do it, man. He's got Ninetales.
Hey, do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do. But yeah, I was definitely shook this match for sure, and I did some very questionable plays.
First turn, I kind of thought the Pidgeot was gonna come out.
Okay, so this switch was because when I saw the Sableye, I was really expecting Prankster Will-O-Wisp, and I was like, if he Will-O-Wisp my Escavalier, I'm screwed. So I was expecting it, trying to have Pidgeot take the Willow, but
I did I looked at the stats before, and I would. I know Escavalier's slow, but I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that. So I'm just like, he could switch. I was like,
But
something's
this-
gonna take a flamethrower.
This misplay hurts though. I encore the Sableye, forgetting that the dark types aren't affected by prankster powered moves. So that really hurts me. I guess in the very beginning of this match, I wasn't thinking very clearly. So that definitely has a lingering effect on the match, unfortunately.
Mhm.
But obviously, after making that mistake, I decided to take him out, bringing in Slow King, and we're
Mhm.
gonna set some rocks right here.
Yeah, the rocks actually scared me, specifically because I had Star Raptor and I was.
Yeah,
I was surprised that I knocked off of Executor. I was like, well, you told me you had Hyper Cutter, but I assumed that you were going Toxic Orb. So,
Mhm.
but I was surprised that you went that route because Gliscor is bulky and it does linger around like a couple turns, so etc.
yeah. So, yeah, man, this Executor, man, he takes life out of Slow King, and I try to take down the Grass Dragon with an Ice Beam, just doesn't do enough.
And
And
then
look, this
Lord have
this
mercy,
harvest,
my
this
farm.
harvest.
My farm is growing, and my beautiful tree gets all its fruits back, and its roots are once again nice and healthy, like nothing ever happened.
This that harvest just made me want to cry, man. It was like
Arguably, Executor is also up in there.
yeah.
And then I think Harvest activates again after the earthquake, if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't.
At the end of the turn.
It does? I
Yeah,
forgot actually.
Pretty sure it's at the end of the turn.
So yeah, understandably now, with the position I'm in, I'm not
there
having
it
a good
goes.
time. Yep.
Again.
This tree, man, it just keeps healing. It's like I never even hit it with an Ice Beam.
I'm like a farmer watering my plant.
Now I'm pretty much just shook right now. I'm like, what do I do, man? So I try to switch out, get the recovery. We bring in Chevalier again,
Definitely.
hoping to try and just wall break.
I was kind of hoping. I wasn't sure if you were gonna do that, but I was kill the Gliscor because I just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. That glass score actually really helps a lot
Yeah.
later in the match.
And I kind of knew the fake out was coming, and thinking about it now, I wish I didn't stack Muck. I wish I would have sent out Star Raptor instead, just to see what would have happened.
Right.
Because
right.
Muck just gets fucking killed by this fucking this Mega Horn.
If you don't mind me spoiling what he has, this is Scavalier's packing the choice band, so this Mega Horn just eats.
Oof, man.
Man. Just it just packs a wallop. Muck didn't even resisted him. He didn't even hesitate to get the Oko.
So, because I just want to keep Executor up, because nothing else besides the Slow Rose Ice Beam, just feel like nothing else really could have threatened it so much.
Right, and he was actually really right about that.
I believe this is the turn where I kind of knew you were gonna switch, so I went for the Dragon Pulse, I believe, on the
Right.
Viper.
That's true. There it is.
And thinking about it now, I probably should have used the Giga Drain, but honestly, I'm surprised this fucking Slowbro didn't die yet. Oh, I did use
This Slow King, man. This Slow King tanks, man.
You see, it was about like 1 health. I'm fucking critical. I was like, yo.
This Slow King tanks, bro. He refuses to take it.
Harvest most off again.
But then again, the fruits grow once for like the 80th time.
Oh my god,
I think
Fruit
you
of
get like
Loom
I
over
think you
here.
get 6 or 7, maybe 8 harvests off this round.
Bruh, I'm telling you, like, good,
Man,
I love my
Executor
fruit.
starting his own clothing line now. Got Fruit of the Loom underpants on. Even got a hole for the tail.
Oh man.
There goes Liparb. Although again, like you said, if you had done Giga Drain,
Yep.
You know what, Chris? You're actually right because
Again.
I'm looking at the screen right now and like they don't match. I know. I'm sorry about that. That your eyes have to suffer from that. But yeah, I finally kill the life hard with Dragon Ball as Glasgow comes out, and then
So,
as
My
that
whole strategy right here, I was like, I'm desperate right now. My whole strategy was making them flinch, and God, if it happens.
and he got the flinch, unfortunately, and I'm Executor probably would have killed the bro that
Oh,
exact same turn.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And
I fully admit that I am a bad player and completely relied on getting a rock slide flinch because I literally had no other way to win this match.
at that point, I was actually really like scared because I didn't know what the hell to do. I was like, fuck.
Like,
So
oh,
I'm just
shit.
like, yeah, I was like, let me just send out this thing, see what it could do. And I was surprised. I was surprised that remembering if I ice sharded on.
This would
Okay,
have
it was
been a great
next
time. This would have been a great time on this next upcoming turn for refrigerate explosion.
That's exactly why I
but
double protected.
Yeah,
I
but
double protected.
No, I'm saying
because
after
I-
you double protect, because now it's
Oh,
open
yeah.
field.
Yeah.
Like now that
But
you
I
did
know,
it,
like-
that.
it would have
like I
O-code
told
that
Zach-
pizza topping.
Like I told Zach, I didn't want to kill Sableye, which is like I should have ran protect on it. I was actually surprised.
To be completely fair, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
That would have probably been a very well worth it sacrifice in the Sableye.
Yeah, but
'Cause
I'm
then
not gonna lie.
Go ahead.
At that
No, go
point,
ahead.
I was like a little panicked because
Yeah, because
because
of the
it's-
Executor.
Executor. Because I'm not gonna lie, the flinch did shake me up a bit. I was just like, oh man, I was like, how am I gonna? I'm like, how am I gonna kill? How am I gonna kill this guy? So I'm not gonna lie, I cracked a bit. I wasn't really feeling myself, and then. Yeah. Again, it's just like me and Glalie, our relationship is a bit weird. And
I mean, look at what you named the man. Look, can you blame him?
Yeah, I mean, and it's like I wanted to explosion after I believe 3 turns after I sent it out, but I just didn't want what's it called? I was afraid that the Slowbro was gonna come out. And
Yeah.
the Slowbro. At this point, it's just like me just trying to kill a Slowbro. I got so caught up into wanting to kill a Slowbro that I just left the fucking blast core there, just to just rock slide me to death.
This glass core just like I'm not doing that much, but we're getting it. We're getting there. Small steps.
And I think I started to try to predict your protects. I wasn't expecting the double protect, so that kind of threw me off. And I was just and I was like, fuck, bro.
It did. I feel like a lot of the reason I was doing double protect is because one, I was really expecting an explosion out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Really, especially once you got to low HP, I'm like, he's gonna go explosion. It's gonna hurt. So I'm
Also,
let me double protect.
Also, at that point, I knew a good portion of your team was extremely low. I knew Glasgow was just
Barely on a Fred.
And this is huge. I actually get on the pizza topping, and I was
this was
just
so depressing.
and I was just like, you know what, man, that's fine. I'll take it. I was like, I'll take it because I'm like,
we take those. We take those.
We take those. After the flinch, I was fine.
Excuse you, Mr. Seven Harvest.
Listen, man, that wasn't luck. That was appreciation because I take care of my plants.
that was the love and adoration of your tree, man.
I take great care of my plants.
You water them
burn mine.
sometimes.
This was also a point where I actually got really scared. I believe Zach puts out Slowbro and switches out again on purpose, right? Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
He switched
I was
out
like,
again
the
on
Scavalier
purpose.
ain't doing nothing this match. I'm like, let him die,
Mhm.
switch out, and
double
get the
regen.
regenerator heal.
Mhm.
Yep.
And then I faked out and I was gonna just try to crunch the Slow King.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, I had Protect on this Crocodile, and it would have really helped next turn. And Crocodile also had a Z move, and I was debating because I was like, if he's gonna Protect, I was like, he's definitely gonna Protect. But I was like, let me just use Crunch.
You were trying to predict the Protect.
Yeah.
Was it Z Dark?
No.
Oh, okay. But it was still would have hurt regardless.
Yeah. It was actually I think it was the Rock one because
Right.
just in case Pidgeot went wild.
But so yeah, this Crunch hurts. But fortunately for me, for this Slowking, I maxed out his EVs in both HP and defense with a relaxed nature. I did not want him to die to the physical hits.
Mhm.
But we go with the Z Water move. Originally planned for a Alolan Marowak, but Crocodile will easily fit the bill too.
And this just, you'll see. You'll see. It just knocks out my poor rascal.
Contrary to popular belief, alligators do not like water.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's a crocodile.
Oh my god, go away!
Come on.
Go away!
Its name is literally Crocodile. You couldn't fucking
Go
get
away!
it right.
Do your giveaways that nobody's participating in.
And then and I'm like, Zach's probably trying to just like spam like fucking Rage Fire at this point.
I was trying to protect, just get him the hell out of this freeze real quick, but it was not happening.
And
The mushroom was cold mushroom pizza. It was not okay.
Hey, you don't tell me how to eat my pizza.
Hey man, some people like their pizza cold, so hey, no hate.
Cold pizza.
But yeah, man. At
but
that
yeah,
point, that's pretty much game.
Yeah.
Mungus Frozen's taken out. Slowking falls to the Brave Bird the very next turn.
Yeah.
And yeah, your boy gets one over on his commentary companion. That's what I'm talking about.
Nice. No, it was a really great match. Even after the misplays I made very early in the game, which really did hurt. But regardless, I feel like I really did a good job of coming back with a vengeance.
Definitely,
I after being at such a disadvantage.
That's what I said. Like, I feel like the first turns of that match are just so critical, and then I feel like you were like that got you a bit flustered, and then you pull yourself together. But then once I saw like my beautiful tree just get frozen to death, I was just like, oh Lord.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It is desperate times when we're really relying on the flinch.
But then again, we take those.
Yeah, we
take those.
So this next match is the last match. Actually, we kind of ran through these. Well, there were some really fast.
Yeah, man, we're doing a good job, you know.
But this last match, still, by the way, guys, we're still giving out the wish chances. All you gotta do is deposit a Rattata onto the GTS, asking for a Chansey level 5 or lower, and I'll get you one. I've given a couple of them away. We also have access to stuff like Shiny Ho-Oh from the Game Boy version with Regenerator and etc. etc. So if you want a Pokemon, comment in the chat, give us a follow, I'll send you one out. Anyway, this last match here is mine, and it's between me and Mike. So like, me and Mike have kind of like a rivalry going back and forth a couple times. It's been good, and I just beat. He's actually brothers of Aris, who's the champion, and I beat Aris in week 1. So we're going into week 2 against the second brother, Michael. His team is pretty dope.
Yeah.
He's got.
We were.
Go ahead.
Go. No, you're good. Go ahead.
Alright, so he's got, he did not bring what I expected him to bring, although I asked him later and he said that he thought about it. And I got to a point where I was preparing for him where I had a good team, and then I came up with this janky ass terrible team, and I was like, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna work on him. I was like all up in my head about it. And then the team I came with,
thank God I convinced him of that.
The team I came up with, I think, is pretty good. And then his team is His team is nice, man. Interesting thing about Gorgeist that I looked at, like, that's the only Pokemon that is not like a
Form
a
change.
totem, and it's not a form change, but it has different sizes, and those different sizes have different stats. So like, Gorgeist is a really interesting Pokemon that can fit into many style. Like, its smallest size is super fast, and it has like decent attack, but it doesn't have like any like defense or HP.
Or
and then
HP,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it goes.
The bigger it
scales
gets,
down.
the slower it gets.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
But like the heavier its HP and defenses get.
Yeah, so it's an interesting Pokemon that can fit a lot of roles.
Yeah, I actually really wanted Gorgeist. It's actually one of my favorite ghost types, regardless of it not getting Flash Fire. But anyway, I do really like Gorgeist. If I ever do decide to drop Coffergigas, Mike, we gotta talk. We gotta talk.
But I'll tell you, this Heracross right here is one of the megas I wanted, man. I'll be straight up. So he brings
Yeah, I
that.
remember that.
I bring no megas against him this week. I'm like, nah.
You might have to work out a trade for that Heracross, man. You might have to get him.
I don't think he's trying to let it go. Anyway, we can go ahead and kick this one off. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright, 1, 2, 3, go. It's a pretty cool game, actually. Honestly, this is probably the best match that's ever happened on the league, so I don't mean to like hype it up, but
That's a big claim, my brother.
it's a
Yeah, I
huge
know,
match.
right? God, sounds a little biased to me.
No, this is a really good match, though. So he leads
Ooh,
Intimidate
I
Fake Out.
love that nickname. I'm sorry. Do you? Yeah, I just love that nickname.
Oh shoot.
You talking about Scrappy Doo?
Yeah, bro.
I thought Mr. Twister was fun, and it might throw him off thinking that I'm gonna like whirlwind. Got that Frisk off, and I totally knew he was bringing Frisk. So he revealed that my Pokemon was a Assault Vest Vaporeon, and the fake out hits Watson for nothing. Hidden power, ground.
Clutch.
Does a lot of damage, and he's like, okay, I see now that I can't keep Raichu here. Gorgeist is a tough bitch. Alright, so here's another thing. Mike used to always use the dog that I'm using right now, Stoutland. And so like, I was like, he knows it in and out. I'm gonna put some things on it that he's not expecting, which is this Toxic that came out, and just I toxic the Gorgeist. Like, no fucking way did he think that was gonna be on there. And like, it came in pretty clutch.
What is with these puppers spreading these toxics?
Yeah.
What is wrong with these dogs? They're poisoned.
I feel like I should have kept.
I get it now. Okay.
I feel like I should have kept Titus in here and done an Ice Beam on the Crobat, but I think I pull him out because he got Leech Seeded.
Yeah, the leaf seed, and then Gorgeist being the grass type on top of it just doesn't sit well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So pull Titus back.
And then we got your Enema Kiwi here.
Yeah, and I feel like I should have not brought him out. I should have brought somebody else out in that moment, because like I essentially switch him right the fuck back out. It just wasn't worth it because he gets this damage on him that he didn't need to have, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like if I brought in Mamoswine, like that would have done nothing.
Maybe.
With the crunch, takes out the Gorgeist, which I think is good because now you could just bring Titus back
Yeah, exactly.
if you choose to.
And now he's got the lightning rod support too.
Yeah, but I'm not discharging.
Oh no, I was just saying like he
Check
brought
this
it out
out.
because of that.
So I thought he was gonna use Goth Elite to like trap me with that Shadow Tag, right? So I put a couple things on certain Pokemon, like this for instance. Fake Out's my Mamma Jamma. Uh-oh, what's that? It's a eject button, motherfucker!
Which really hurts.
No, because
really hurts.
Titus comes back in and is able to do his job now.
Amazon was just like, hi, bye.
Exactly, because
Wait,
if you remember, I switched him in that turn, so he didn't even have an attack. So it was a double switch.
He literally just got sent back home. He was like, thanks for showing up. We don't really got any work for you to do here. get the hell out.
Yeah, he's
And
like,
it's
I gotta
Titus
get rid of this. I gotta get rid of this. I was so happy when he survived. I was like, that's my
Yeah.
boy.
You know, Brave Bird though, this Crobat is just taking life, honestly.
I was like, that's my boy when he lived, though. I was so happy with that.
But unfortunately, the weather's not in his favor. Oh, never mind.
Exactly.
Listen, man, you can talk whatever you want, Umbreon. That's just me.
Titus comes back, man. Mr. Twister sets it up. And this is kind of Mike's counter strategy here. He pulls out Rain Dance.
Ooh.
Which was super spicy.
Pretty good clutch, yeah, man. Like nothing wrong with a little weather.
Oh, that's so clutch.
And then he's got Swift Swim on top of that, so now he's faster.
That was a great prediction on Mike's part.
Yeah, but watch this though.
This hurts.
Red card. No, I'm joking.
I actually almost did put red card on him, but no, he has a much better item on him for later. Protect works a second time in a row.
Yeah.
Set the stealth rocks. And now it's 6-4. Titus comes back out, and then I switch out.
This was the clutch predictions right here though.
For my Memo Swine. Now watch this. He uses Scald, and Titus gets Water Absorb off, and then he uses Thunderbolt, and Mamma Jamma is immune to that.
Yeah, I guess he was expecting the switches at this point, so you just had the right switches at the right time, for sure.
I fucked up bringing him out. I fucked up bringing Zapdos out every single round.
Ooh. And that rain powered Scald just hurts.
Yeah, I shouldn't have brought Mammoth. I should have pulled him back out.
Yeah. Sacrifice the Hippowdon, maybe. I don't know.
Clutch Berry comes in for Zapdos.
The Hippowdon was super important. So I send out my bug. I'm a big fan of this bug now.
I told you to not bring it this week.
No, it does work this week. Check it. Boom. Half of his health. And then he's straight. I'm saying
he's proud of these little goals.
No, look, he straight eats this Z power move.
I knew. So remember, we were me and Ian were fearing on this matchup actually. And
fearing for those of you that couldn't hear that.
We knew he was going to bring Z Poison, but we were thinking it was going to be on Crobat when he actually brings it on Seismitoad instead.
Which is clutch.
Because we were like, we knew that everybody saw how good Clefable was last week. We knew he was going to have an answer for it. But now we got the water back to where we needed to be.
No, because he's gonna rain dance again. But here's the deal: there's a turn coming up that was really clutch. So U-turn kills him. A Manicue goes back. Should have left him back there. Pull out the pup again. Rain dance pops off. It's all good. It's all good in the hood, man. I probably shouldn't have done this.
Oh, and here he is. Here's the bug.
Mega Heracross.
Hercules.
So now it's 3-6.
Yes,
You
sir.
kill.
Yeah, it is not looking good for Ian right here.
What? I'm winning.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 6 to his 3. So I protect. He goes for Bullet Seed. Now this is dope. So dope. I'm like, oh, I'm losing my Pokemon. It's too late.
He's just eating them bullet seeds.
Oh, this is it. This is the last one. Wait.
He-
What? What? Is that a berry? Half of his
He's-
health back.
These berries just helping so much versus Skill Link Mons this week.
Boom. 5 times he survives. Crunch takes out Asui, his Seismitoad. And now I don't have to worry about rain anymore. The turn where I really fuck up is coming up, like right in the next 2, I think. I had it. Like, I had this win. You know what I mean? It's 5-2. I bring Watson back. I should have brought Zapdos in here. Oh no. This is the next turn I should have brought Zapdos. Anyway, I bring out this guy. He does Flare Blitz on the bug, or on Titus, and Titus actually does eat that, but then he dies to, I think he dies to, like, Skill Link.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. He
Oh
hits
no,
the-
yeah, Bullet Seed hits the bug. Bug's about to go down. The third one. Oh, but wait, there's more. There's another berry.
He's so proud of this.
No, like,
So proud of this.
And it heals almost to full health and survives even a critical hit.
The emergency exit does not activate.
I think it only does it once per match.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Oh no. E exit? No, it activates multiple times.
So he goes extreme speed on Titus, and here's where
This-
I fuck up. Here's where I really fuck up. I should have.
Aqua jetted the Arcanine.
Well,
while
no,
you got the ring up.
no. I bring in Mr. Twister and turns it to sand. And if I had brought in Zapdos and just let him die, this would have been game right here. Because watch this. I do Aqua Jet, and if it was under rain,
It would have killed.
it would have killed. It would have killed. No question. No
Zach just said
question.
that.
And then, and so if I brought Zapdos in, it would have been over.
Yeah.
See, emergency exit doesn't trigger again, Zach.
No, it definitely triggers multiple times a match.
Well, it
just-
doesn't trigger when I'm at 28% life, so
I'm telling you, it does.
it didn't.
No, I mean, I'm telling you, it triggers multiple times in a match.
So what happened here?
I can't tell you.
But you can tell me that it can happen.
It can. Maybe
Alright.
it just was, it had a mind of its own.
So Watson comes out. Now it's
But-
3-2. I went from a 5-2 to a 3-2.
I think this is actually,
And then I feel like the momentum just shifted away. And the
Yeah.
bug goes down after putting so much. It did
So much
so
work.
much. Mhm.
so much work. Yeah.
So much. Amazing.
And
In hindsight, it's really hard to pick a MVP this week.
a Mankey comes in to just die. See, because he could have died in place of Hippowdon dying, and that would have
Yeah.
been straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I see what you mean.
And then the Aqua Jet would have killed the pup, and even Drill Peck from that Zapdos would have killed Heracross,
Right. Yeah.
and it would have been over.
And we packed the Z Fairy actually for expecting Hydreigon.
And it does good work on. We knew it did good work on Hydreigon, and it did work on Heracross.
Heracross, yeah.
So Z Fairy takes him out. and then outside of that fuck up where I brought in Hippowdon early, here's a second time that I could win right here. So he goes for the protect because extreme speed's not gonna kill me, but my protect goes off first. I fail, or his fails, and then he's able to do protect next turn, which is the last turn of sand.
Yeah.
So if I had not done protect the turn before and just let him do his, and then done my move on this turn, I would have killed him. Didn't happen that way.
Yeah. No, I actually, I think you got shook up by the extreme speed at that point.
But watch this.
Yeah.
Flare Blitz. KO's my Pokemon. I faint. I lost the match, but I lost it by 0 points.
And that's what I was saying, guys. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there.
I lost that match by no points.
when Jay finally gets the joke.
No points did I lose that by, and I basically had it. I fucked up my matches, but that's what happens, man. You get into your head sometimes. Something will happen, like how Jay said when he got the rock slide flinch and the thing died. Like you can get in your head, man. Like,
hey, wait! Please address my tree and thank you.
Okay, executor.
But what was gonna? I actually think Mike is actually the first person to actually pull off an upset, coming back with a win after being at a -3 lead.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but like,
yeah, Mike did really well.
Yeah, it was a good match.
That was wild. That was a good match.
Yeah, no, it was a great match.
Probably, and I gotta say, probably, like I said, one of the best matches in league history because, like, never before have we had a win by 0, and never before have we had somebody come back from a 2-5 difference.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. A very intense match. Both like strategic exchanges mattered all the way for the course of the match. You know, it wasn't one-sided at all at any point.
Yeah, no. I'm still giving away these wish chances, but that's all the matches we got today, guys. I'll give you a couple more minutes to try to get these wish chances if you're watching. If you're not watching, you suck. Matches were great this week. If I have to say anything, I would say don't second guess yourself, but also take a second to think about your move before you make it. Don't rush into the game early without doing any research or preparation because there's no reason for it. This is a competition. Don't let yourself question your moves, man. All right? And if you get a disconnect, you got to bring same leads, same teams. But we did have an amendment to that rule this week because a specific situation came up. So if you get disconned like twice in a day and you guys are like, let's just try it another day, whatever. If both players agree, you can bring different teams. But that's only if both players agree.
Which I never will, but hey.
Hey.
All the power to him. Ian, so look at this chat right now on the Twitch.
He told you to suck a dick, dude.
No. He was like, hey, fingerless gloves on. Like, hey, give me that pupper.
Oh my god. Embrace your fingerless gloves nickname. What's up?
Alright, so just so make sure I got the standings right. So I beat Zach by 2. Did Will beat Jordan by 4? If you guys remember.
I think they said 3.
Alright.
Speakman says 3, I think.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's a 3-0, not a 4-0.
Okay, so and I know a recent Philip 6. Mike won by 0. Chris was by 5, right?
Hey, Ian.
Jesus Christ.
Talking about MVPs here.
We actually got a fun gamer in here, actually curious about asking what's John's set on his Araquanid because he wants to make it himself. So
Actually,
Well,
wait.
if
In
Araquanid
regards,
wins MVP, he could get Araquanid for. He could get John's Araquanid.
yeah. So I personally felt like Araquanid is a solid MVP for this week.
I'm
I
actually
feel
gonna change my pick.
What are you changing it to?
So
Cloaking, right?
no, there's I'm going.
Oh,
with,
Speakman says he was 5-0, yeah.
Okay, I got that right. I'm going with the Pokemon ability Harvest. I feel like Harvest should win MVP.
The ability, not the mom, just the ability.
No, but I'm serious. No, I do think Mike's Arcanine did go like a bit
Really hard.
under. Yeah, it went really under the radar, and I feel like put in a shit ton of work. Like it killed like
For sure.
two of Ian's with extreme speed, and then it's just like flare blitz at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
I don't
why
know.
I like it. I love
I gotta
aggro
go
puppy.
for Araquanid on this week.
Yep. I feel like Araquanid, he just put in that work, man. He was there almost the entire
Ask the
game.
audience, what do you guys think? Whose Pokemon was
All right.
MVP this week?
Who's your MVP, guys? We got Araquanid. We got Reese is volunteering his camera ups. But we got Araquanid camera ups. And for all didn't do shit, Will. Will, get out of here. He literally came in just to die. Just
I would
you
say
know,
I would say like six. Like okay,
You're
so personally, and this is nothing against a staggering victory, but personally, I just don't feel right giving MVP Pokemon to Pokemon or teams that got 6-0s because it's like that Pokemon didn't struggle for that. You know what I mean? That Pokemon didn't like really define. It just fucking swept. You know, when a Pokemon like Araquanid really like saved John or like Chestnut, even in the 6-0, and that Chestnut stayed alive like the whole time while doing work, or Jay's Executor staying alive and pulling off 7 or 8 harvests.
I feel like we got a difference of opinion on that. I feel like a Pokemon has been pulling the whole weight of its team the entire match. That's the most
No, but
valuable
that's the thing.
player.
That's the thing. He didn't pull the weight of his team because he had follow-up support. He had a lot of support.
Well, I mean,
he
of course you're going to support
Yeah,
your main. You're going to support your MVP.
But a Pokemon like Araquanid did carry his team without support.
Okay, but think about it. You got
Think about what?
Michael
I just
Jordan
did.
and LeBron in the basketball game. I'm sorry, yo. Even if they are Michael Jordan or LeBron, they ain't going to be beating the entire team all by themselves. They need support. They need other people to throw them
I
the
don't
ball.
think you know a lot about. I don't think you know a lot about basketball.
Why would you even assume that? Why would you even assume that?
Real quick, just gonna remind everybody, if you want one of these wish chances, throw a. Oh, this guy wants a Lugia. Speakman number 1. Okay, I see you, Speakman.
But hey, I think Araquanid though, honestly, it did its job this week. He tanked the entire game.
Speakman saying Araquanid. Too.
And we got Fun Gamer who's a fan of Araquanid as well. We can hit up John asking him what he ran on his Araquanid, and we can even make a shiny for y'all as we distribute it.
Well, it's up to John what you do. The player's MVP Pokemon, unfortunately, I mean, it's up to them, like, what they want to, like, but it will be that Pokemon, or that trainer's Pokemon, so, like, it's still going to be battle ready and stuff. It just,
for
like,
sure.
it's
Yeah,
just up
yeah.
to the trainer, like, how they want to do it. So, we'll get you that throughout the week this week, and
So Fun Gamer, we will have an Araquanid ready for you.
yeah, I think Araquanid is definitely the MVP this week, in my opinion. I think the audience seems to, even
Will agrees.
Will's
Yeah.
saying Araquanid, like, we gotta give it to Araquanid, guys.
Yeah.
Way to go,
By the way,
John.
Will, I am dead serious. So you should give me that pupper. I mean, it's only fair.
Stop talking about that.
I can't leave it alone, man. So
right,
hey
guys.
guys, we still got some time here. Do you guys want to get an exhibition or anything in?
I am currently updating the standings.
I mean, I don't have to bring my team stuff. I can just bring random stuff in my box.
I'll play you with my Sun cartridge, which is my one from season 2 and stuff.
It's only fair, Will. You keep losing with it. It keeps dying in one hit. I would treat it well. I do not give good neck.
What? What does that
I think he was me and Will arguing on the Twitch chat
mean?
because you give good neck. No, Executor gives good neck.
Because you give good neck. You guys are funny. Let me see.
Alright, so we're gonna get a exhibition going. I gotta switch games and put a team together.
I definitely gotta redeem myself after them misplays this week. So I'm gonna bring something nice. Are we bringing strictly season free stuff or just
No,
whatever?
like
you
I
want?
said, I'm using my season 2 cartridge, so like whatever you want to bring.